Qué rico.
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I am so happy you're here in my cocina. That's Spanish for kitchen. Today I'm gonna teach y'all how to make a creamy chicken and lemon soup. The fun part of this recipe is you don't use dairy and you don't use potatoes. Now don't get me wrong, I love potatoes and dairy. But if you're trying to keep a nice slim figure but eat really well, this is the recipe for you. Fall is right around the corner and there's nothing like a comforting, creamy chicken soup to warm up your soul. I am gonna grab my apron, put it on, and we are gonna get to work on this recipe, y'all. And by the way, I get so many requests. Where did you get that apron? Because it has the Puerto Rican flag on it. Wepa! I got it in the airport of San Juan, Puerto Rico in a gift shop called El Market, PR. So there you have it, because I know I'm gonna get some questions about it because my people, we are so proud, aren't we? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna channel my Vanna White, or rather my Vanna Brown, and show you what you're gonna need. First things first, your chicken. Now here's a shortcut. You could either use leftover chicken. You're gonna need 8 cups of it. So what, I don't know if you're feeding a huge army, maybe you'll have leftover rotisserie chicken, but a little shortcut, Costco sells this, which is hand-pulled rotisserie chicken. It's the chicken breast. We're gonna need that. Another thing you're going to need is some rice cauliflower, no sé cómo decirlo. You need 2 boxes of chicken stock. You're going to need 3 lemons, some chicken bouillon cubes. Is that the right way you say it? I don't know. Of course, we Boricuas up in here, we are going to use sofrito, adobo. Now, it's so funny. I'm gonna put my camera up to explain this to you guys. We are serious about our adobo. And so my cousin owns a Puerto Rican restaurant in Humboldt Park here in the city of Chicago, and they make their own adobo. And the last time I went to their restaurant, I scored my own adobo. They put it in this little container. How many of y'all have these random containers with random things in it? I mean, it's such a thing, right? But just so that you can see, I have other adobos. We don't play. We always have backup to the backup to the backup for adobo. I'm gonna put my camera back down. Now, just in case you don't have lemons, you can, improvise. Get some lemon juice. We're going to need some rosemary, so I've already chopped it up. Let's get started. Oh, no, espérate. Red pepper flakes. Ooh, I almost forgot. You are gonna need to chop up some carrots, celery, and onions, but I'm a little bit of a vaga. That's Spanish for lazy. And I like to get the shortcuts, which is this from Trader Joe's. It has it all chopped up. Can't go wrong. We are heating up our pot. I'm taking off my shoes so I can do this right. Now you could use coconut oil spray or extra virgin olive oil. It is your choice. Your kitchen, guess what? Your rules. Next, we are going to take celery, carrots, and onions. Throw it in there. It's my favorite sound when it sizzles. I'll put that in there, mix it around. Next, I take a couple spoonfuls of this sofrito. Vaya. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna empty out this package of the rotisserie chicken. It's in big chunks, y'all. Look, mira para allá. And so what we're going to do is inspect this chicken to make sure that there aren't any pieces of bone. Okay, I didn't find any bones, which is good. I'm gonna throw it inside this mixer to shred it. If you don't have a mixer, you could use a handheld or go old school, use your hands. But I'm going to protect my manicure and I'm gonna go ahead and throw this inside the blender with a paddle and not a paddle like I'm gonna hit you with a paddle, but a mixer paddle thing, whatever they call it. Look at that, you guys. It did all the work for me. Next, we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of rosemary that's been chopped, some red pepper flakes. Now, this is all up to you, how much or how little you want of this. If you like a lot of heat, well, go ahead. But our family, because Solomon and my mom don't like the heat, I'll just put a little touch. I'm gonna mix this up and go juice and zest 2 to 3 lemons. let's go ahead and take that chicken that we shredded and put it inside the pot. We're then gonna add the cauliflower, the chicken stock, and pull it all together. That's a lot of chicken. Now we'll add the lemon juice and the lemon zest, pour it in there. Take those 2 boxes of chicken stock, also put it in there. Let's go ahead and give it a turn. Next, I'm gonna add my adobo. I'm just gonna take a spoonful. A little bit goes a long way. Next is that chicken bouillon cube. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And we're gonna turn up the heat. Next is the star of this, really, that kind of acts like the potato and trying to give it the creamy texture, and that is our rice cauliflower. I'm gonna throw that in there. Oh, you guys, I have a hair here. We gotta get it out of the way. That is my nightmare all the time, is that somebody in my family, when they're eating, they just, find a hair. Ugh. Put a little bit of salt. Here's the great thing about this recipe is that since my chicken is already cooked, I can go ahead and season it and along the way, taste it and make sure that it is good of flavor. If I need to make any adjustments, I go ahead and do that. That's pretty good. That's gonna turn out good. That's gonna turn out good! All right, people, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. Let it come to a boil, work its magic, soften the cauliflower for a minute, and we're gonna get a handheld immersion blender, which makes life so easy in the kitchen. If you don't have yourself an immersion blender, get yourself one. I think that's what they call it, immersion handheld blender. Y'all, I'm just a home chef that happens to cook really well, and because of the feedback other people give me, right? I'm not just tooting my own horn, but toot toot. And I'm gonna clean this revolus mess because that's what we do. We clean up as we go, so that way the cleanup isn't that much. At the end, I don't know why I'm dancing. I feel like I dance to everything. And quite frankly, I learned the hard way that I can't play my jams while I'm cooking and record because there's copyrighted songs. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with my music? I'll figure it out. Okay guys, this is the immersion hand blender I was talking about. I got mine from Cuisinart, Smart Stick. So while my what's wrong with me? So while my soup is cooking, a little bit of real talk. January 1st, I decided to lose some weight. I was 40 pounds heavier. This was a recipe of a soup that really kept me on track, especially during the quarantine, which it was still winter, so it was still cold, especially here in Chicago. And this soup really was so delicious. I didn't feel like I was dieting or anything like that. And the protein is really high and the carbs and fat are low. So this, you cannot go wrong with this soup, especially if you're trying to watch what you eat. Okay everyone, this is where the creamy magic happens. You're gonna take your immersion blender. You see how it's boiling? I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. So you're gonna go ahead and start blending this. Look at this, you guys. Not only does this have a great flavor, but it's just so comforting. Let's serve it up. Well, mine isn't completely dairy-free. I had to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top with some cilantro. So let's give this a taste. I don't want to burn my lengua. That's Spanish for tongue. Grab your bata, turn on your favorite novela. That's Spanish for soap opera. And cuddle up to some delicious, creamy lemon chicken soup. Well, I hope you enjoyed that recipe and the content on my channel. If you do, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, thank you for coming to my cocina. That's Spanish for kitchen. I'm Rebecca Nieves Huffman. See y'all later.